Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, the honest and elect Apostle Bishop those that great millstone that were well. Shalom to like Ak out there who's working sincerity and truth and not for vainglory in season out of season. Okay. Shalom to the elect, brothers and sisters. Okay. All right. And the elect Akia out there doing this work in season out of season. All right. Yeah, this is just this video off of YouTube. It says Putin aids warning to U.S. and West. All right. So you know, Putin is he's threatening Third World War on the U.S. and the West. You know, NATO and the EU. All right. All right. I said Putin's aides sensational warning to U.S. and West. Right. Okay. You know, so that warning is the Third World War. Right. Yeah, you know, so yeah, and this is when his nuclear missiles coming out of the silos. Okay. All right. You know, it's to the US and the West. Okay. You know, so yeah, those nuclear missiles, like the scriptures tell you, are going to be shot from the ends of the earth, from one end to the arrow that is sharp. That arrow that he shooteth is going to go from one end of the earth onto the next end of the earth. And we know the arrows is code word for the nuclear missiles. But anyway, let me play a little bit more of this. Okay. Okay, yeah, you know, so I just want to show a little bit of that. Okay, so we can go into just a couple of scriptures. Okay, just want to go into that right quick. And then, hold up. Yeah, that madness came up. Oh, my brothers, give me a second. I'm a little slow right now. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, so the first scripture I want to bring out. I'm probably going to do a part 2 to this too, because it's a lot of scriptures on it. You know, spirit willing. You know. Let's go here. Let's go to let me see. Let's go to Revelation, the 9th chapter and the 12th verse. Okay. It's in the 9th chapter and the 12th verse. Excuse me, Salakia. All right. It says, 9th chapter, Revelation, 9th chapter and the 12th verse. All right. All right. It says, one woe is past. That was the first world's war. Okay. And behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. You know, so you have the second. So you had the first world's war, world war. Then you had the Second World War. All right. And now it says 2 woes more hereafter. So the First World War, the Second World War, and the Third World War. Okay. So the Bible prophesied it. Okay? The Apostle John, he prophesied about the Third World War. Okay? All right? And there will be a Third World War. And it's not going to be a war of like the ancient wars were fought. Okay? Let's go to it. Isaiah 9 and 5. All right? Ninth chapter. Yeah, so the first war is past and two woes come after. Now the word woe means destruction. Okay? Esau's rulership, so-called white man's rulership, the destruction, which is the spiritual Sodom, which is the Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, and Egypt. It says 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. You know, if you ever seen like Braveheart, 300, you know, you go to like the wars during the you know, here in America, you know what I'm saying? You know, they had cannons and stuff, you know, but they had muskets, but they still had bayonets. Okay, all right, you know, which the bayonet is on the knife of the gun, you know, and they still had swords, you know, like the officers would carry swords and they would use them, you know. So, you know, your axes, hammers, maces, you know, the ancient type wars, you know. Okay. And, you know, it's a lot of confusion when the armies clash together. You know what I'm saying? It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. You go back to them ancient battles, man. You know, you clashing, you hear screaming, you hearing men growling. You know what I'm saying? You know, you hearing all this, you hear the armor clashing, you hearing weapons clash, swords and hammers and shields, you know, so that's a lot of confusion. Okay? You hear the horses riding on the ground, you know what I'm saying? With the soldiers on them, okay? And garments rolled in blood, yeah, you know, because if you chop off somebody's head or you chop off their arm, or you gut them, what's going to happen? With a sword or a mace or a knife or whatever, that blood is going to squirt on you, man. Okay? It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Yeah, so why would it say that? Why would it say, but this Third World War shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Why? Because of those nuclear missiles. Okay? All right? Those nuclear missiles. Yahweh Shai is shooting the lasers out of his mountain-sized chariot, and the other angels shooting the lasers out their chariots, which is constant lasers of concentrated fire. Okay? And those nuclear missiles coming here to destroy America. All right? So this is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. So this Third World War, it's not going to be like the First World War. It's not going to be like the Second World War. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be the Third World War. It's going to be a war of those nuclear missiles being shot off from the one end to the earth all the way to the other side of the earth. From Russia all the way to America. From China all the way to America. Okay? And all the other, even America's allies. Okay? Like Britain and France and all them European nations that have nuclear missiles, they're going to shoot it over here to America. Now, is America going to shoot nuclear missiles back on Russia? Yeah, they are. Okay? Are they going to shoot nuclear missiles back on China? Yeah, they are. North Korea? Yeah, they are. But guess what? Only America's going to be completely, utterly destroyed. All right? The motherlands are still going to be there. All right? Russia's still going to be there. Only certain parts of Russia is is going to be destroyed. But America is going to be completely 100% destroyed. The whole land of America. All right. So this is going to be, it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, which is those nuclear missiles. You know, so yeah. Let's go to brothers know this. But hey, listen, this is the Third World War that's about to take place. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Okay. All right. Woe, the first verse, woe be unto thee, Babylon, which is America, and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Yeah, so hey, America's destruction is at hand, because America is Babylon. It's the daughter of Babylon. Okay. You know, it says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Yeah, man, America's destruction is at hand. It said, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Yeah, destruction, those nuclear missiles is sent upon you. And who's going to send it back? Okay, you ain't going to stop that nuclear war from coming. That Third World War, which is a nuclear fire from coming. It says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood? Or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? Yeah, it's all referring to that fire, that nuclear fire. It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Now the arrow we know is code word for nuclear missiles. They had a movie called Broken Arrow with John Travolta, if I'm not mistaken. So the arrows represent the nuclear missiles. Okay, so once some nuclear missiles come out those silos, there's nothing going to turn them back. Okay, they're going to hit their targets. All right. It says, and the strong archer is Yahweh Shai. All right, he mustereth the hosts of the battle through from his father Yahweh. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence, which is going into those nuclear missiles. Okay, all right. Because when that nuclear fire hits a person, they turn into dust. They turn into dust, man. Whoosh. That's it. They just dust and smoke. All right. So that's referring to those nuclear missiles. All right. So they're going to be beaten into powder at Yahweh's presence, because Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, his spirit is going to be in those nuclear missiles. Okay. All right. So, yeah, exactly. All right. It says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before Yahweh Shai, and before the glory of his power. Yeah, the earth quaketh, because when them nuclear missiles hit, what does scripture say? The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. That's going to be the cause of them nuclear missiles hitting. Okay? So the earth is literally going to be shaken, man, when those nuclear missiles are shot off. All right? It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. It's talking about Yahweh Shai. His arrows that he shooteth. The bow represents the nuclear silos that the nuclear missiles are housed in. Okay? For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. his arrows that he shooteth are sharp. The arrows is talking about the nuclear missiles. And shall not miss. So in other words, they're not going to malfunction. There's no anti-nuclear missile defense system that anything that America has to stop those nuclear missiles from hitting their targets, because the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to be in those nuclear missiles to hit their targets. Okay, and the nuclear missiles of Russia and China are very advanced, way more advanced than American nuclear missiles. They can evade all that stuff. They have the technology to evade any anti-nuclear missile technology that the government of America has. All right. Okay. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So you can't take a bow and arrow that you brought from Walmart and then shoot it from where? From any place in America. Okay? And then shoot it from America all the way over there to India or Russia or China or whatever. No. So it's not talking about a regular arrow. It's talking about those nuclear missiles. All right? They're going to be shot from one end of the earth all the way to the next end of the earth. Okay? From Russia all the way to America. From China all the way to America. From North Korea all the way to America. From Europe all the way to America. All right? So, yeah, that's all. You know? So I just wanted to bring that out. Hey, listen, the Third World War is at hand. You know? And it's going to come to a point, you know, that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to put it in the mind of Putin, hey man, and these other heathen nations, man, to that have the nuclear missiles, and even America's allies, to shoot those nuclear missiles over here to America. Hope you've been edified, and with that, shalom.